Good morning. In the previous class, we have studied about the women's representation or participation in politics. What is the percentage of women participate in the politics? We know that it is very few, and last in the percentage of the highest percentage of women participated in the politics or became the elected representatives were 12% only. Now today we will study about the religion and politics. What is the role of religion in politics? Okay, it's a different kind of social division. That division based on the religious differences. We know that India has several religions. Many religions are followed in our country. So there are many followers of different religions. So this division is not a universal or as gender. Here it's not gender differences we have studied. Okay, so what is the females are assigned for particular works, males have some separate type of jobs they do. These all differences we have studied. Religion also is and impact of religion in the politics also. So it is widespread all over the world. It's not only the case of India, even though we have several religions, we are following many religions in India, but other countries also has such kind of divisions or communal clashes also occur based on the religion in all over the world. So we know that many countries including India have their population, large population of and followers of different religions. Okay, we already noticed in the case of Northern Ireland when most of the people belong to the same religion. Almost all people belong to the same religion. Still there are some differences and clashes occur within one religion. That is like the unlike the gender differences, the religious differences are also expressed in the field of politics. We know that within the religion itself, within one religion itself, there are some clashes or communal violence occur. That is because different people are born and brought up in the different regions or different families, different social situations. So their behavior or character is formed differently. Not all people are similar, even though they belong to the same religion. Their opinion and ideas are different. So different opinions come out within one religion and different types of practices they follow, so that there are clashes or differences arise among different people. Gandhiji once said that there is no the religion can never be separated from politics. So religion is also a part of politics. It becomes a part of politics. We know what he meant is that any religion, no religion was any particular religion like Hinduism or Islam. It's not, he said, the particular religion is not the religion. The problem is the ideals or ethics of the religion, the moral values of the religion. Their moral values or the principles of the religion can be adopted, not the entire religion. What are the values given in the religion? We know that all religions are giving some good values and particular principles are there. So that principles we need to follow, not the religion. In politics we need to follow the religious values only. All religions have particular values that can be adopted, not to propagate the religion. He believed that the politics must be guided by the ethics drawn from the religion. What values and principles are taught by the religion can be adopted by the in the politics, not the religion as it is. Politics cannot, should not, or cannot follow or propagate any particular religion. So politics should not be based on the religion, but religious ethics can be adopted. Human rights groups in our country have argued that most of the victims of communal rights in our country are people from religious minorities. That means whenever there is a communal clash occurs, we know that a major religious community attacks the minorities. So minority religious groups are always suffered from the major religious groups. Large communities attack the smaller communities in smaller religious communities. We know that in our country there are many religions, but some are majority and some religious communities are minorities. Always suffered from the major communities. So they have a demand, such human rights groups have a demand in the government to take special steps to protect the religious minorities. So our country, we know in India that minority communities are given some special status like the reservations in order to get the government jobs or educational facilities for the minorities. Also minorities are arranged as reservations. Also minority communities can establish their own educational institutions in order to educate the children, educate the people and get government jobs also. So other thing is, women's movement have argued family laws of all religions discriminate against women. We know all religions, not only in particular majority religion or minority religion, all the religions often discriminate the women. Okay, so mostly family laws also has to be changed, that always women are discriminated and considered as inferior in any religion, not only the majority or minority religion. So government has to make such kind of amendments, that is demand of a women's movement. All these instances, all these examples involves that relation between the religion and politics are often occurs in our country, but they do not seem very sometimes it may not be very wrong or dangerous also, because our country is a democratic nation and we have a federal system and secularism is followed, so that due to all these principles we have less impact of communal clashes in our country. All people can be lived together, different communities live together, coexist in our country because of our federal system, or we are following the secularist principles in our country. Still some regions communal violence occur between the different groups. Ideas or ideals and values drawn from the different religious camp, or perhaps it can also play a good role in politics, because we know all religions are given humanitarian grounds, some particular values or principles are propagated. So those principles we have to propagate in politics, not to support any kind of any particular religion. We know that some political parties are there, they have some particular agenda based on the religion. Okay, so what the government says, what the constitution says, we should not, any political party should not propagate any particular religion, should not support any religion. Instead the parties can, like Gandhiji, what Gandhiji said is all values and ethics or from the religion can be adopted, not the religion itself. So some of the political power should be in the these political acts are not wrong sometimes, but we know that in our country some parties are also fundamentally based on religion. We know, for example, BJP's agenda is Hindutva agenda. So some other religion like Congress party, they are secularist party. Okay, they promote secularism. All religions should coexist in our country. So these are the differences. We know that like Gandhiji said, some religion cannot be avoided from politics. So political parties should not propagate any religion, but they can adopt the religious concepts or ethics also.